TikTok is back, and that means that I don't have to change anything about our graphics for the show, so I'm thrilled. Welcome to the 1 hour, one brain cell podcast. You know what I didn't realize is that my clip in our intro video it's a TikTok video. So that would have been an ancient artifact for like a week, right?
Yes.
But sadly, I've had international flights that lasted longer than the TikTok ban, so now our entire episode last week is just useless.
It was, it was. Yeah, we're back. It was gone for 12 hours, I think.
Yeah. That wasn't so bad. Let's not do it again, but that wasn't
We
so bad.
survived. It just took a long nap is all. It just took a long nap.
Kind of, yeah. It needed the old IT solution to turn it on and off again.
Yeah,
Then it
exactly.
was fine. All right. If you're new to the show, welcome. I am joined, as always, by my co-host Richie, who is learning all the words to the Italian national anthem.
See, Forza Ferrari. That's two different freaking languages, but whatever. Who cares? We'll get to that in a second. I am joined by my co-host, Cash Money Homie.
That's me. We will not elaborate. Just like last week's episode, I think we should start doing that. No, I think we should just start throwing out other names for each other and refusing to elaborate because we don't need to.
It's great. It's great. It just makes ourselves laugh. That's that's like 3/4 of the battle, you know? We make ourselves laugh, then
that's why we do this show anyway, because nobody else is listening.
Except for our one Irish listener, Hosier, who's been with us since the beginning.
That is true. Hosier has been here, and is truly a loyal fan and a loyal listener. Oh boy. Where do we want to start this week? Because we're going for like 4 weeks straight of being under an hour, and I feel deeply that we're going to do it this week as well.
I think so. We don't have too much this week. It's kind of a slow week. We are kind of gearing into the new year still, so we're getting there. And so so we don't have too much to talk about this week, but we got a few things on tap, I think.
Yeah, we got a little bit.
Let's start with I told you before the show that I had a new Red Bull to try. You guessed, and you guessed wrong at first.
I did.
You said pink.
Yeah, because I had one of the pink ones this week.
Once again, Jordan is living in like a vortex of time where it doesn't actually exist because just like an airport, time and space don't exist in an airport. Time and space don't apparently exist in Bloomington, Indiana, because you always get the Red Bulls like 6 months ahead of time before I do.
It's too cold here. Time doesn't pass properly because the clocks are all frozen. It's 11 degrees today. It was like 1 when I went into work this morning. So yeah, that was something.
No.
I'm not a fan. Where's the button?
Oh, here you go.
There you go. That's what you have that for.
It's true. I forgot about it.
Yeah.
We didn't use it last week, so I had to. Good call.
Yeah, that's how I felt walking out of my house this morning. You feel that cold air hit your face. You're like, I don't think so. I don't think so.
Please, just warm up to like 40 or something when I show up, because
it should be fine.
I can function in that kind of weather in 2 weeks time. Like I can, throw in a couple extra layers and be fine. But if it's like, if it's in the 20s or something, like no.
No, I think it should be fine.
Yeah. There was when I was at the Super Bowl in Atlanta several years ago, and we were out, out at the convention center until super late, so we would wouldn't be walking back to catch our Uber to go back to hotel until it was pretty dark out and it was pretty cold. I was not prepared for this, that it was that cold in Atlanta. It was like 29 degrees or 30 degrees one night, and I literally just had like I had just like a t-shirt and just a regular, like, not quite big enough jacket, and I was frozen, dude. I was complaining for like an hour straight. I was like, I'm not ready for this.
That tracks. So bring a jacket is what I'm hearing, because if I have to listen to you complain about how cold it is for the entire drive to Chicago, I'm going to throw you out of the car.
Crank that heater up, baby. Let's go.
We have some
All right.
here.
Anyway, we got distracted enough. Speaking of
Yeah.
cold beverage time. Woo. Good
Ooh, that
open.
was
Okay.
crisp.
Yeah. Oh, wafting.
Mhm.
I opened it and I could waft it. I can smell the scent. Okay, so this is like brand
Sure.
new in the last couple weeks. This is the
Ooh.
Red Bull
Yeah.
Zero.
Mhm. With
Okay.
monk fruit extract.
Monk fruit. Yeah, monk fruit
Mhm.
in it. So no sugar, all that good stuff. So we'll see what is on the nose. It smells like Red Bull, so that's good.
That's good. If it tastes like Red Bull, I'm sold.
Okay. Um, the Vertizen, I actually like that better than the regular Red Bull. Yeah,
Okay.
it's got um, it's like a little sweeter. Yeah, the monk fruit is like somehow sweeter
Sure.
than than the regular Red Bull. Like the regular Red Bull is not
Mm.
good. I hate it. I can't stand it. The only
Really?
time
Oh, okay.
the only time I ever drank the regular Red Bull is like back in my 20s, early 20s when I was drinking vodka Red Bulls.
Yeah, but that's mixed with something. None of that counts anyway. That's like
Yeah.
you could have the grossest Red Bull flavor, but if you add it to something else, it immediately negates the
Mm-hmm.
impact of that.
Mm-hmm. So
Yeah.
yeah, this is fine. Yeah,
All right.
this is fine. Like I'd stick to the colors. Like whenever the damn iced vanilla berry comes back to Phoenix,
It should be
I'm
soon.
getting I am getting like 3 cartons of that thing. And when you come to visit for San Diego Comic Con, there will be like a stack. The stack of iced vanilla berry Red Bull will be like your height.
Please. Please. That would be my dream. That would be a dream come true. Uh, I'm
I'm
not
just imagining.
exaggerating. If you know anything about me, you know I'm not exaggerating.
Hmm.
That makes me happy to think about.
I'm just picturing
That much consumable Red Bull.
going to
Mm,
the Target and be like, "Hey, can I have 6 crates of your finest iced vanilla berry, please?"
mhm. Yeah, you're like, "Just give me the pallet. Don't even bother stocking it. Just whatever your count is, take a pallet off. Those are mine."
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
We have athletes that have, told me that they've bought out the store's inventory on them, like, whatever was out, but just have bought out the inventory,
Right.
and I don't know if they're out yet. I hope not. We'll see about the next
Yeah,
restock.
yeah, they were gone so quickly. We talked. So Jordan broke the news that apparently it's coming back very, very soon. They're working
Mhm.
on. So this is good.
Yeah. I tried the pink one this week. I wasn't really impressed with it. Uh, it was fine, but again, like, I wouldn't it's the same as your thought about regular Red Bull is, like, I probably wouldn't drink it by itself unless I was
Mm-hmm.
super desperate, but if you add it to something, sure, whatever. Kinda tastes like cough syrup. Like, any, like, cough liquid that's, like,
Yeah.
berry flavored, it's, like, the same.
Red Bull Pink Edition
Mhm.
is wild berries. I'm surprised the wild berries didn't taste a little better.
Not good. No, it's not that good.
Mm.
It wasn't as bad as that green one that I had that one time that caused
Yeah.
me to regret everything about my life, but but it wasn't that good. Yeah.
I didn't see it. I was at my local establishment today, and I did not see any of the. I didn't see any of the blues. I didn't see any of the pinks. Is that a
Mhm.
Valentine's Day thing? Is that why they put out the pink? Is that what's going on?
I don't actually know. I don't know if it can't be the summer edition. It's January 20th, but yeah, I couldn't tell you. can tell you. But I can tell you that I had one of our old students from last year that was looking for those because we first heard about it. I think it was like the winter edition in Europe or something, but it had been out previously in other countries. And we were looking for it and we couldn't find it. So I made sure that I grabbed one for her and I texted her. I was like, I have one for you, like just in case everywhere is out of them.
Mm-hmm.
So anyway, I have one in my household that I won't drink. So
That has been our Red Bull portion of the show. Just as a side note, I have like an entire collection of just random. I need to clean up my studio space.
the
I have
energy
so
drink
many.
cans.
I have so many dang empty cans.
Mm-hmm.
I still have the. Oh, this is
Max
just
can.
Max can. Yeah, I thought this was
Yeah.
Max and Checo, but this is just Max. So.
Yeah. I will be
I
excited
have
for whenever this year's Max cans come out because I can add it to my collection.
right. Max and Liam cans. Is that what they're gonna do this year?
Maybe, I don't know.
Liam
That's gonna be
Lawson.
weird. Oh, that's gonna be weird. I
Mm-hmm.
don't know.
We still got plenty of time to get into that. Yeah, I still have these here. I just keep forgetting to throw them out because nobody ever comes over to my apartment. So I have it's just they're just accumulating over here at this point.
There's
Hello?
more noises outside my
I
apartment.
heard those. I heard
You
those.
did okay, good.
Yeah.
Good. Thank goodness. Because it's only been like 53 episodes, and every time I hear a noise, it's not audible. I feel like I'm losing my mind.
That sounded
That
like
was
honking.
loud. It
Yeah.
was.
Yeah.
That was somebody beeping. That happened. Okay, good. I feel better. Feel vindicated about that.
So all those times before when you were 100% lying about there
I was
being
not
noises,
lying.
that time was real because I heard it that time.
It's dogs barking, it's kids screaming. There's always something happening. It's not usually honking though, so until just now I didn't have proof that it would be audible. But here we are. All right, good segue. Let's talk about some cars. Let's talk about why you're learning the Italian national anthem.
Oh yes, today. So we're recording on Martin Luther King Day, January 20th, and it just so happens that we are recording on the same day that my goat, the greatest of all time, Sir Lewis Hamilton, made his first trip to Maranello and visited the Ferrari headquarters. There he is, right there. There's team principal Fred Vassar. There's John Elkann, the main owner of Ferrari now. There he is at the factory, shaking hands, kissing babies. Happy Jack time. I couldn't. This is what I pulled. This is Lewis's Instagram. I didn't pull up the picture of him in front of the Ferrari. That was like epic. Oh,
The
here we go.
Aura photo?
Yeah.
That one.
Oh, why
Yeah.
isn't it letting me do it?
No.
So let me pull it up.
All right, well,
Okay.
observe this.
Mhm.
Observe.
Yes.
There's full size elsewhere, but the aura of that photo is like it's like Peaky Blinders, like just the outfit. He's got the fit on in front of the red door with the red Ferrari. It was excellent.
And you know what my favorite part about this picture is? Okay, here we go. I think I found a better version of it. It's still like the whole picture, but anyway, he's standing in front of the Ferrari and he's got the Ferrari house and there are 7 windows. Did you see this too? Or just me and my team Lewis Hamilton?
No, I saw this. I was just gonna
Madness,
let
yeah.
you explain it.
Yeah. We're yeah, this here. Okay, here's a better version of it.
There you go.
And so it's hard to tell in this particular picture, but Ferrari house has 7 windows, and then it's got the door. So people are speculating that it's got the 7 windows for the 7 championships, and then it's got the 8th door for the 8th championship, which is happening this year.
Or it could just be that the front of the building has 14 windows or whatever, 14 panes of glass. Also, I was giggling because the sidebar ad that you had there was like how to revive cabinetry. Like, just it was something stupid, but like anyway.
The funny thing is like oh, here's the other one. This next one is wrap tin foil around your bananas. Here's why.
Because it browns them faster? Like, what's. That has to be why.
I don't know, and I'm not clicking on it because I'm not getting part of a phishing scam. So I'm not giving my data away to another country. Okay,
Wrapping
America and
the
China, you can take all
stem.
my data,
Oh,
but I do not.
I was wrong. It's the reverse of that. That if you wrap the stem end of bananas with aluminum foil, it slows down the ripening process because it like reduces the amount of gas that the bananas produce. But like if you put them in a brown bag, that like you're supposed to do that before you make banana bread because it speeds it up faster. But I guess if you tinfoil the end, then it slows it down. Did I ever tell you the story about the banana bread in the stairwell that happened when I lived at Taylor Place in downtown Phoenix?
No.
It wasn't what it was for, but like we lived on I think the 5th floor, so occasionally we would just take the stairs like up or down or whatever. But there was in the stairwell by our floor there was like a full bunch of bananas for a little while, and they just progressively like got more brown, and so we were like the joke was that somebody was trying to make banana bread in the stairwell. But obviously that wasn't the case, but it just like other than you trying to we're romanticizing this rotting fruit that's in the stairwell. We're like, oh, someone's making banana bread. Not true. Not true. Don't leave your fruit in a stairwell to ripen. That probably
That's
doesn't
so
work that
funny.
good.
A little science experiment going on at ASU downtown
Maybe.
campus.
Maybe.
Anyway, back on track. Back to Lewis, my goat. By the time you see this, he would have already taken to the track there in Maranello, the Ferrari test track, and he's supposed to be driving the 2023 car. He's gonna be driving a 2023 car because of like regulations and testing regulations, etc., etc. So first laps as a Ferrari driver happening this week for Lewis, and then he won't take to the track in the 25 car until the week of the unveiling of the car, which happens in February in about a month. So the excitement looms and the chase for 8 championships begins. I can't wait. Bring it on. Come on. I'm so freaking ready. I can't wait. Like I've been telling you for a month, release the merch already. I want the damn merch. So that way
Well,
I can
now
wear
I think
red on
now we
every
know
show.
maybe like they're changing the scheme, the shade of red, the color scheme just a
Mm-hmm.
little bit on this year's car is
Mm-hmm.
that's the rumor anyway. So maybe they're waiting to release the merch so that people don't know what shade of red they're using.
Maybe they have new sponsors, etc., etc.
Mhm.
But like, I don't know why you don't like put it out right away. But anyway, that's not me. I don't work for Ferrari marketing or iPhone marketing or whatever. So, well, I'll just wait an extra month. It's fine. I'll be here soon,
Sure. Yep.
and then I
Soon
will be
enough.
wearing Ferrari red on every show.
Soon enough. And then well, it's better than the papaya that you had on a couple times this year where I made you turn around backward. Mostly just means we get to see whatever ugly thing Alpine cooked up because that can't be good. I liked the pink at the end of last season. I'll level
hmm
with you, but they're not going to do that again, right?
I don't know. I haven't seen any rumors about what they're doing. I
I
just
think
know
it's going
that
to be ugly.
I just I just wish that these teams were more creative, but they really can't be because they can't they don't like painting the cars anymore because of the weight.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Yep. Or the
like Red,
aerodynamics of like having things on there, or just whatever. Yeah.
yeah. So like Red Bull had to scrap their like extra paint scheme they were going to do, right? Because of
Mm-hmm.
the weight of the paint on the car. So
Well,
like teams
RB20
are
was also a dumpster fire, so.
yeah. So the teams are boring now, so they don't want to do anything different. Although I do wish like Red Bull, I was thinking about this earlier. I do wish Red Bull had like multiple paint schemes throughout the year to feature some of the other colors and flavors that they have.
Mm-hmm.
Like they do in NASCAR or IndyCar, and they have different paint schemes. I wish they would do that for Formula One more often. But anyway,
I wish they would use a little bit more of the metallic silver.
mm,
Like that's the can, right? Like it's the silver and blue. Like
hmm
I know it's a matte blue, so it's not the same color, but I wish they would use like little metallic silver accents to like tie
hmm
that in. I think
Yeah.
that could be
My
cool if
favorite
you
is
do it
still my
right.
favorite they've ever done is still the white from Japan a few years ago, right? That's
Yeah,
still
nothing's beating
elite.
that.
Mhm.
Yeah.
There's just too many
Yeah.
white cars. You'll get mixed up with the Hosses and
Mhm.
there's another white car in their grade too. But anyway, so that's my spiel on Lewis Hamilton at Ferrari. I'm super excited. Can't wait. Bring it on. Hop in the time machine. Make it happen already.
I think that'll be good. I think that'll be good. I'm excited for you, if nothing
Thank you.
else. Yeah. Speaking of Red Bull, let's talk about this rumor of the $1 billion man, Max Verstappen. What is this? Where did this come from?
Yeah, I'm going to read directly from the article here. It says, "Will Max Verstappen move to Aston Martin and line up in green on the F1 grid in 2026?" Mind you, he's under contract at Red Bull through 2028, but as we know, things can change. Um, it's a prospect that's gained more attention amid rumors, which trusted sources passed to Motorsport, that Aston Martin has been telling prospective sponsors Verstappen will be joining the team. While Aston Martin has denied the claim and Verstappen does have a contract through 2028, it's far from the first suggestion that moves are afoot to lure Verstappen to the Silverstone-based outfit before the end of his deal away from Red Bull setup that's been built around the four-time world champion. Blah, 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 and it goes on and on and on. The ties there being, we know that Adrian Newey has left Red Bull. He's with Aston Martin now, among other things. There was also lots of rumors regarding this past year about Max's relationship with Christian Horner and Helmut Marko, and there was a bit of a power struggle. But $1 billion is insane. Let's in incredible. I believe I saw a rumor that Lewis is making about $100 million in his move to Ferrari.
Yeah, that
If
number doesn't seem real. That doesn't seem real to me.
if Juan Soto and Otani can make $750 million, Max can make $100 million easy.
Yeah,
So
but
it's
a
a
billion.
yeah.
No, well, obviously it wouldn't be like a billion a year. It would be like a 1 billion total
Yeah.
probably. But
Yeah,
still,
exactly.
the size of that package is that would be an incredible financial burden to put on a team. And for a guy that, as we learned, doesn't really intend to keep doing this forever. He's not going to
Yeah.
turn into a Fernando Alonso. At the end of 2028, he may be like, all right, I'm done. I don't have a contract anymore. I want to do this.
Right.
You know, there's nothing to prove at that point. I think that's funny. I think it's funny. It's also like people have been saying like he's coming to Aston Martin. You're like, every team wants Max Verstappen. You're not unique. Like that doesn't change anything for you.
Sorry,
What?
I got really distracted.
What? I'm having a cheese it. What's your point?
That's too funny. Your ability to do that while talking at the same time should be studied because that was truly elite. That's
What?
that's professional behavior right there.
I'm excellent at this. It was I spent 2 years taking, Zoom graduate school, right? And you're trying to sneak snacks in while you're on a Zoom lecture. Like I have experience in this field. One time I put oyster crackers in a coffee mug. You know what I mean? Cuz like I was hungry, but you're not supposed to be eating
Mhm.
on camera, so I just put the crackers in the coffee mug. And then you would like take a drink of the coffee mug, but
Oh,
it would be crackers and no one would know that it was crackers. It's like you find a way to work around it. It's
genius.
innovation.
Absolutely genius. Anyway,
Yeah.
so Max isn't going to Aston. He'll retire before he goes to Aston. I don't think he's. It will not shock me if he's at 4 championships. I don't know if he wants to try and beat Michael's record. From what we know of Max, I don't really foresee that being the case.
I
Where
don't
he,
foresee it
he
being a deal breaker, right? Like if he
yeah.
retires before that number, it's not going to affect his
Hmm.
perception of his career at all. I think it would be cool to see it, and obviously it would be fun for him to be a part of it if that opportunity happens, but I don't that's not make or break. He's not in it for the records, I don't think.
Yeah, I think I would not shock me if he leaves after 26. and gets out of his contract early. I don't think he's going to be at Red Bull till 2028. I don't think that's going to be the case.
I think everybody and maybe Red Bull in particular is going to hit a hard regression with the new regulations in 26.
Mm-hmm. Yes, I agree. All right, so that has been your Formula One update, ladies and gentlemen. We'll have more as the breaking news enters the OHOBC headquarters.
There's not going to be that much breaking news, I don't think, because we're already scraping together stuff in the break just to try and have things to talk about.
Yes.
Let's see. Let's talk a little new music this week. We have new Lucy Dacus on the show. A blessing, really.
Finally, yes, we have two new songs from Lucy this week from her new album, which is called Forever is a Feeling, and it is coming out March 28th. The lead single is called Ankles, and okay, timeout. Digress.
Mhm.
I don't know why anybody didn't point this out. I didn't realize it at first. I have the Variety article pulled up here where it's like the press release, I guess, and explaining what's going on.
Sure.
It's okay. I'm gonna bring this up and see if you can see the same thing I'm spotting, because I didn't see this at first. Maybe I was reading different articles or something when people were sharing this around. It might be kind of hard to tell, but can you see what I'm talking about here in that first paragraph where it says "forever is a feeling"?
That they spelled Julian with an A?
Yeah.
Yeah. Terrible. And also capitalized Boy Genius, which I think stylized, they don't intend for that to be the case.
Right.
But remember, do you remember that cursed period on Spotify where it was Boy Space Genius?
Yes.
Because I do. That wasn't great. Why is my computer? Hold on. Why is my computer not charging? Hello?
Oh, well, hopefully they
You're
don't
good.
lose you
You're
in the
good.
middle of the
Keep
show.
doing.
If you,
No, keep
yeah,
doing what you're doing.
if your laptop dies in the middle of the show, it's just going to be still on me for 30 minutes, and
We're
nobody
good.
wants to hear
We're
that.
good. I got it. It just wasn't plugged in. It wasn't
Okay,
plugged in
cool.
all the way.
Anyway,
I just like happened to look at my battery thing and be like, low battery. What? You're plugged in. It was not. It was
anyway,
not plugged in.
yeah, I got distracted by spelling Julian wrong. Anyway, so Forever Feeling is coming out March 28th. First single, Ankles, is out. Another single is out as well. Album, again, like we just showed you, it's going to feature Phoebe, Julian, Hosier, Madison Cunningham, Blake Mills, Barty Strange, Jake Finch, Colin Pastor, and Melina Duterte, who Melina was in the band on the Boy Genius tour. So yeah, anyway, Ankles is great. The music video is great. Very Ankles is the horniest song I've heard in a long time.
Come on, it's not that bad.
It is. Yes.
Come on.
It's like Lucy.
Right.
You gotta chill.
All right. No, let her sing. Let her sing. It's about balance. I texted you this. It's about balance. Also, I forgot while you were reeling off the contributors. The new single from Barty Strange is out because his new record comes out soon too.
Couple
And
weeks.
I thought that was good. Yeah.
I actually haven't listened to it yet. I didn't know. I completely forgot that he had put that out. So I know his album's. I'll have to go listen to that too.
Yep, I like him.
Anyway, 10 out of 10 from Lucy on the first two songs that she's put out. I like it. She's truly just a terrific songwriter. Like,
listen, Lucy, Limerence threw a rock through my window. I would listen, girl. I would rather you have pulled up next to me at a traffic light and threw a flashbang through my passenger side window than to hit me with whatever that was. Because I was like, oh, this is a fun little song. This is sweet. Like, haha, he's playing Grand Theft Auto, and like it should really be concerning how good you are at this. And then immediately it was like, hold on, I gotta pull this up because I can't do it justice. But I'm thinking about breaking your heart someday soon. You're like, oh, great transition. That's painful. That is painful.
Yeah, yes, it is. It's again, the poetic nature of Lucy Dacus' songwriting
Mhm.
coming out here. We also learned a new word, which is limerence. So shout out to Lucy for
We
what? Huh?
we I knew that word.
No, you
For
didn't.
the record. For the record, I did. Absolutely. Absolutely, I did.
That's
Absolutely, I
crap.
did.
That's
No,
total cap, as the kids say. I do not
it's
believe you.
absolutely not. You didn't even know the name of our podcast last week. You can back it up. You can walk that right back. No, it is. It's like the first stage of a crush when you're like absolutely obsessed with a person. And it's like, but that's the age-old question, right? That's like early on, like, is it love or is it limerence? Is it a like early obsession? Is it just like this is a new thing that's really exciting? Is it properly what I'm feeling, or am I feeling something wrong? I'm giving the wrong name to it. So I was excited about the song because of the title of the track. So, you know what? Fine. Some of us have 2 degrees. All I'm saying.
That's true. And shocker, it's not me, y'all.
Yeah, it's the one eating Cheez-Its on a professional broadcast.
Anyway, so I'm excited for that. The tour, she's not coming to any of our cities on the tour, which stinks.
It's just a baby tour. That happens.
It is, yeah. It's only a couple months long, so maybe we'll get some more in the fall. Doing it with Katie Gavin, which is cool. So.
Mm-hmm. Yep, probably stuff. Well, that'll be good too, because that's an opportunity for Katie to play more of her solo record.
I agree. We got a Muno show over the weekend. I believe they were playing a like I don't know if it was like a benefit show or something, and so we got another Muno show for the first time in a while.
Mm-hmm.
Cooking up Muno 4, cooking up the next Muno record.
Perfect. We can't wait. And I know that is a collective we. We
Yes.
both cannot wait.
Yes. Mm-hmm. I agree.
Yep. All right. I'm going to give you an opportunity to talk about 2 bad decisions you made this week. Which one you came from your apartment complex and one came from your wallet. Tell the people.
That's true. Okay, so I got a call last week. I don't remember when it was, like Wednesday or Thursday or something. And they were like, "Hey, we're calling because we were informed of a noise complaint against you. And we want to remind you that that is against your lease, and et cetera, et cetera. Call us back if you have any questions." And to that, I was like, huh? I was so confused. I was like, I live on the first, my apartment's on the first floor. So I'm not like stomping around causing a ruckus that way. I've been in this particular apartment since 2022. So like 2.5 years I've been here. Never once had any problems. Didn't have any problems in the previous apartment either. And so I was like, are you sure this is me? I don't think this is me. This had to have been a mistaken identity situation.
Yeah.
I'm not a loud individual. I don't make a lot of noise. Only thing I could think of, to be honest, is one of 2 things. Like either it was exactly mistaken identity. My upstairs neighbors I believe, have dogs that like to run around, and so they'll make like noise, like when they're when they come home or something, and the dogs run around and make a lot of noise. Well, it's done after like 10 minutes, and it settles back down, and it doesn't bother me. So like I don't know, maybe it was that, and then it was like somebody's like, oh, blah blah blah, and I thought it was me, and it's not. It could have been on. I was so stressed out by the Peach Bowl this year that I was like yelling at my TV. So it could have been that. Maybe people heard me yelling at my TV. Which
Yeah, but like
I don't know why they
I
would
don't
call me
feel like
2 weeks later.
this might be an assumption, but I don't feel like that's the first time you've probably ever yelled at your TV. And again, 2 weeks later is a weird amount of time to be lodging a complaint.
Exactly. And then like once in a while I'll pop on like some music on my vinyl, and I'll pop it up, and it's a little loud, but I don't think it's loud enough to like disturb anybody because I'm not doing it at fucking midnight, you know?
Right.
Excuse my language. I'll delete that from the show. But it's not, I'm not, the first time I've cussed in a while on the show.
Yeah, it's been
I'm
a
not,
hot minute.
it's not like I'm doing it at midnight. I'm usually doing it like while I'm making dinner or something, or clean or trying to or cleaning the
Yeah.
apartment, one of the two. So like,
Yeah.
I'm so confused. I do not know. I didn't call them back and ask them like, "What's going on here? Are you sure this is me?" Because I'm like, it's probably somebody, probably mistaken identity. So, I guess I have to be quieter now. So I just can't do anything. I have to, be gentle with
Huh.
washing the dishes. Can't
Right.
slam the door shut anymore. Can't yell
Right.
at my sports broadcasts, which I won't have to do
Mm-mm.
anytime soon because the Suns are ass and I don't watch them anymore. And there's no football. I don't watch hockey anymore, so I won't have anything to yell at for a while.
Yeah, there's no F1 right now, so we can't yell about that.
Yeah.
There's really not a lot of car racing either, like just in general.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we're not back until this weekend. We have the 24 hours Daytona, and then that's like kind of like the official launch of the motorsport season.
Mhm. Not the virtual 24 hours of Daytona though,
No, the real
which did
thing.
happen.
Yeah.
That did
Yes.
happen.
And Max crashed.
He did, but then I think they got back into P1. Let me see.
I didn't see the whole thing, but he did. He it was raining, and so like he like lost traction and crashed into the barrier,
Well,
and
yeah, he
then
sent it into the first corner and spun out.
um and so they finished a couple laps down in fourth place, I think.
Oh, okay. I was trying
Yeah.
to get the standings, but it was I can't find it.
Oh well, we'll fix it in post.
The only
We'll
the
fix
only
it.
thing that comes up is like when you try to Google it, it's like Verstappen reveals his dachshund's name live on stream, and I was like, I know, but I'm trying to find out how Team Redline finished.
They finished P4 in GTP, and then they finished. I think they won their class in GTD. One of them did, at least.
I do think that happened. Yeah, I think I remember that. All right. Well, good work to
Okay.
Team
So
Redline, I
yes.
guess.
So that was my first issue that I had. My first one brain cell moment because I still can't figure out what was going on there. Maybe they're mad that I'm pressing my no button.
That's not that loud. That's not that loud. Me yelling at you on this show gets louder than that. Whoever was just honking in the parking lot was louder than that.
Yeah. Right. Okay. So that. The second thing is I finally made the decision to go all in, and I bought my wheel and I bought my cockpit, and my journey to becoming an F1 esports world champion is about to
All right.
begin.
All right. You know I'll support that.
Now the question is, and we'll put an over under on this, how long do you think it will take me to build the cockpit?
What's our line?
Because I
Because
mean,
I know what mine was.
yeah, it took you a bit of time. I
Mhm.
don't know if we talked about it on the show or not. I don't think we did. And when you were telling me about it, I was like, okay, well, you have a more completionist attitude. Like you're going to beat this thing no matter what it
Mhm.
takes. I'm going to finish. I'm going to prove you wrong. I don't. I have the if this frustrates me, I'm going to walk away and not touch it for a month and then come back to it later.
Yeah.
So so I think it's going to take me at least a day to finish it. It's not gonna
Yeah. With that said, your line is definitely over an hour.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah.
Um, but
That was
anyway,
not
yeah, so I
fun.
put
That was not a fun experience, and I think I'm okay at building furniture. Like I've assembled lots of stuff. I put together like my record stand, all the vinyl cubes, like that literal sofa bed chair thing. I've put together coffee tables and like TV stands and like just all kinds of stuff, like generally. And I feel pretty handy with the instruction manual and what I'm given. I will figure it out and I'll do it. even with the instruction manual, this took me roughly an hour, if not slightly over, because none of the little pieces would fit into place where they were supposed to. So in case you don't know anything about how these are constructed, it's basically like a folding chair, but the skeleton of it are all these metal pieces, and you're supposed to put the two metal pieces together and they slide into one another. And then in a perfect world, when they do that, there's a little screw hole on the one side, and you should be able to just push the screw right through both pipes and then secure it on the other side so that then the pieces don't come apart. That didn't happen. For lack of a more eloquent phrase, that was absolutely not how that went. And I couldn't, to this day, I don't have two of the pieces locked in there for the like seat part, the actual like seat back, which is fine because that's not going anywhere. I'm like, I was more worried about the legs and like weight bearing components than I was about like the folding back. It just means I don't fold it. But it was miserable. There were points in time where I was like, boy, I wish I had like a good hammer to like go and, give and I was using girl hammer, which is like, whatever large heavy object you can find. So I had the Wicked book and I was like, bam, 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 just trying to get it to go together. It was like, I probably should have got a noise complaint for like how much I was just swearing and grumbling like alone in my apartment. That thing nearly gave me a black eye.
Oh yeah, you did say that. Yeah.
It was not that great. It's together now and I feel stable about sitting in it. But for a minute there, I was like, I don't know if this is gonna work out. I don't feel good about this.
Yeah, I don't. This isn't good for my prospects. I'll tell you that much. So
I
hopefully
think you'll
everything
be
fits like
okay.
it should.
Well, it's also a different model than the one that I have, so
Slightly,
maybe
yes.
it's just something with
Yeah,
that model where it was like,
I got one that was I got the GT Light Pro, which is a little bit
okay,
sturdier for
mhm,
like it's supposed to be a little bit sturdier for direct drive wheels, which is what I got, a direct drive wheel.
yeah,
And so it's supposed to be a little bit sturdier for that. So that's why I got that version. So we'll see
that
if
makes sense.
it's any different. Side note, the actual like wheel, I had to take it out of the box. I had to you need to plug into a PC to update the firmware
Mhm.
in the wheelbase. And so I did, dude, that thing's heavy. Like it's not, it is not light. It is like a good, like, I don't know how many pounds, like, I don't know, 7 or 8 pounds or something. Like it's got some chonkiness to it. So I'm
Yup.
curious to see how this bad boy fits on the frame. Um, so we'll find out this week. It's supposed to come on Thursday. So that is the alleged time in which it's supposed to ship. Here's how cheap I am, by the way. So I spent, money on 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 the on both the wheel and the thing. And it was like, hey, do you want to spend an extra $1.50 to get like get a week of Amazon Prime or something, and you can get it
No,
by Monday? And I'm stubborn and I said, no, you're not getting any more money out of me.
I
So
would
I'm
do
gonna
the
wait
same
till
thing.
Thursday.
Yep, I would do the same thing. I'm like, no add-ons, get rid of that.
Jeffrey Bezos, you do not need any more money. You're not getting any more money from me.
It's like
So
that's the online shopping equivalent of like turning the thing around to the tip screen and being like, "Hey, just one question for you." Like, "No.
yeah,
Stop it. I did
yeah,
all the work myself. You don't get anything else from me. Come on."
exactly. So yeah, so I'm hopefully we'll have that. That will be coming on Thursday. We'll see how it goes in terms of build time. If it takes me all day and all night, we'll make it work. And then we'll hop in the sim and see how we do.
Yeah, we'll do Hasi campaign 2.0. Might be legit this time.
Yes.
I'll tell you what I'm disappointed about is that when I ported it, and I don't know if I just didn't know this was going to happen or what, but when I moved the game over from my PlayStation 4 over to my 5, I lost all of my like
mm,
setup presets, which is
oh,
disappointing
yeah.
because I had those pretty well dialed in, but now I have to go back and retool everything. So
Dang,
yeah,
dang.
yeah.
Yeah, so I'm looking forward to it. Yeah, the controller just wasn't cutting it.
Mhm.
So we're going all in now. Hopefully, I'm faster. I am interested. I didn't take out the pedals yet. They're still in the box. So the pedals from the reviews of the wheel I've been reading from Thrustmaster. Um, they're a little bit smaller than some others. So, and me being tall as I am, I'm curious to see what like the. Hopefully, my legs aren't completely locked together while trying to use them. So, I'm curious how that goes. But yeah, well, eventually we'll see how it goes. And then I will probably buy some more racing games. Gran Turismo 7. I like to play that. I'd like to play that maybe. Assetto Corsa, Compet, Com, Competizione. That's not,
Learning
yeah.
Italian
Anyway.
is not going well for you.
No, it's not. No,
Okay.
Forza Ferrari. Anyway, yeah. So the Assetto Corsa game, get that so I can race GT cars. Like, yeah,
Yeah.
we're going all in. Like I said, we're gonna get the NASCAR game when it comes out later this year, so I can roll around some oval action. And yeah, I'm excited. We'll see how we do. I'll start off in some Formula 2 cars and then, kind of learn that way
Hmm.
and see how much brain power I can emit. And so I can slowly get on your level, which is like not having any assist on whatsoever and shifting, which is going to
Yeah.
drive me
The,
crazy.
the manual shifting is a lot if you're not used to it, and if you're not used to the traction and stuff, you could spin a little bit. But it's a lot more intuitive to do it with a wheel. I'm
Yes.
I'm so certain of that, and you can feel it a little better, and I think you're going to like the difference. Even if we're not trying to go pro by any means, by the way, in case anybody listening has any thoughts about that. We're
No, I
not.
want to go pro. I want to race for Ferrari esports.
Okay, I'm not going pro. Red Bull Esports is stacked, so unless like
Oh, yeah, Yarno's with Red
Sauber
Bull now. Yeah,
Esports
right.
wants to sign me or something, then like whatever. But um yeah. Richie's trying to go pro actually, but he needs to he
Speaking,
needs to take traction control off
yeah,
first.
we'll get there eventually.
Yeah.
Um, I will say about Red Bull Esports, they're like team kit that they wear, like that.
Hmm.
I don't know if you saw them or not. What they look like? They look cool. They're like,
Then it's the
it,
new kit, right? That kind of like splatter blue.
yeah, with the blue and white
Those
kind
are
of, and
great.
like it looks
Yeah.
really cool. And I wish the actual Red Bull would get on board because those are actually really cool. I like that a lot.
Yeah.
Anyway, I
Those are great.
digress.
Yeah.
So that's an update of what's happening here at Richie HQ. So I'll be playing a lot of F1 23. I was thinking about maybe getting F1 24 because it's on sale now. But maybe I'll wait till 25 so I can hop in the Lewis Ferrari.
That's what I'm thinking is just, and because of how bad we were told that 24 was
Hmm.
in terms of like the handling and realism, I was like, I'll just wait until 25 and see if they patch it.
Yeah,
Might as well.
I agree. I agree.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm coming for your like what's your best time at Monaco, which I hate.
Think like a 113 something. I don't know. I don't have it on the I actually don't have very much record of it anymore. I'd have to go put it in my PS4 and then pull the time, and so I have
Yeah,
nothing. I have the
I think
time
you're right.
time trial, I think. Yeah, I think it's like a 113. Maybe it was like a 112 very high one time, but I don't know.
Hmm.
Yeah.
I think so. I'm coming for that time. I'm
Okay.
coming for that time.
Okay. I'll wait about 65 business years for you to catch up, but I'll be here.
I hate Monaco. It sucks. I don't want
Yeah.
to. No, that's a big.
It's more
That's
fun
a
with a wheel.
for me.
Mm, yeah. Fair enough. All right. One last point on the show. We have that again, all of last week's episode is now completely worthless because TikTok was only gone for like 12 hours. It was still fun to go and collect pieces from the history, our internet history of our likes and bookmarks and things, I think.
I did. I liked last week's episode. That was really funny. There was some good stuff in there. And I'm glad it's back because when we didn't have it for that 12 hours or so, like trying to go to Instagram Reels was not cutting it.
Instagram Reels is just not good. That was never going to be a viable option. I was
Mm-mm.
like, I'm just gonna I'm just gonna stay off of it. I was doing okay, I think, that first day. It was a little weird because I figured we would have until like midnight
Yeah.
to use it. And I was at a friend's house and we were over there having game night and it was like 10 p.m. or something like our time. So it was like 8 on the West Coast.
Mm-hmm.
And I texted you that screenshot and it was like over. It was like, nope, there's a ban. You can't use it. I'm like, wait, I thought I had like 2 more hours.
Right.
And I wasn't, I was just trying to see if it was going to work. I spent a lot of time on it that day, that last day.
Mm-hmm.
And it was like being the musicians on the deck of the Titanic as it was sinking. But there was some stuff that came back that was like people posting all their like greatest hits. And it was kind of fun to be a part of that like season finale of TikTok, like as it were, when everybody thought it was going to go away. Made for good content.
Yep. But now it's back. It's back. And we can continue our TikTok streak, which is at 80 days right now.
It's back at least for now. Do we know how long? Is it really 90 days and then like maybe another 90 after that or something?
No, it says it's at 80. Yeah, we missed like a day or two when you were traveling, I think.
No, I'm sorry. My fault. Bad question. About the length that TikTok is back. Is it like
Oh, yeah. No, it's
indefinitely or
back
is
for
it
good,
like
bro. It's back for good. I don't think there was an extension. I think it's back for good.
did somebody buy it? Because I thought that was the
No, nobody
stipulation.
bought it, but like there's not going to be I think it's back for good. I don't see why
Huh.
it's yeah, as far as I know, I didn't see like hey, we're TikTok statement was out, we're back. They didn't say didn't give a time frame, so I didn't.
Okay.
You know what I did find funny though is all the non-American people who were like, "God, I'm so glad the Americans aren't on this app anymore."
Mm-hmm.
It was all just the people in the comment section. Like, look how much better the comment section without those idiot Americans in here.
I know. But then it was also funny because I saw tweets from people that was like, uh, screen recording TikTok, $20 for 5 minutes, $40 if it's funny. And then somebody today, like, that had posted that re-quoted it and was like, "My small business," like we're back. Uh,
I did
it
see that
was
too.
that was funny. That was
That was
funny
great.
for a minute. And then all of us just going, not all of us, but like people in general and especially of the younger generation just snapping over to the Chinese application. It was like, whoa, wait a minute, that's what we're doing? That's all right, cool, I guess. Instagram
I
Reels
didn't.
was like, oh yeah, they'll all come to us now. And then everyone that was like 20 and under was like China. And they're like, whoa, hang on. That's not what we thought was gonna happen. That was objectively really funny.
Mm-hmm. One can we one last thing before you go because we got some time here.
Yeah, we got
How come you and Scotty are so mean to me in the comment section of Letterboxd?
because we gotta keep you humble. Otherwise, you just get a complex about Christopher Nolan and Oppenheimer.
You said it, not me.
That's fine. There's no tally. I have no tally. We have no quarrel. I saw a Nolan movie recently. We're good.
Oh yeah, you
Did we
did.
talk
Yeah.
about that?
No, we didn't. I don't think we did.
I feel like we did. No, I don't think we did because yeah, last week was the TikTok episode. So I did. I finally got to go see Interstellar. Um, so thank you to our theater for making that happen because that was a labor of love that they decided to bring it back and make us all able to see it. And the house manager, the theater manager, came out and was just telling us a little bit about the print and introduced like all the staff by name, like the projectionist and just everything like that was like there that night to make it cool. We were print 38 of Interstellar, and our projectionist was Wayne. So thank you, Wayne, and thank you, Neil, out at IMAX in Indianapolis. And there were some people in that theater that were seeing that movie for the first time, which has to just have been an amazing experience. I don't know how they made it 10 years without seeing that for the first time, but they did and they held out and it was probably brilliant. So I'm thrilled for them.
Yeah, I agree. Actually, one of our friends that went with us to go see it here in Phoenix, like we were telling him, like, because there was speculation they were going to re-release it this year, and so it's like we were
Mm.
telling him, just wait to see it until it comes out in theaters again. And yeah, he was blown away with it too, and gave it 5 stars. So,
And it does give you
um,
it gives you a fun little pop up if you log it on Letterboxd.
yeah, yeah, you got that too.
Yeah. hmm I was like, oh, that's neat. I like that.
um, yeah, so there we go. That's been our letterbox corner. I'm still working my way towards my goal of movies watched. So far, I am at 17, I think,
hmm
movies watched this month, if I'm not mistaken, I think. So we're getting there. We still have 11 days left, so still plenty of movies to go.
Yep.
And we're working my way there because I've been trying to like almost watch a movie a night, and we're getting there.
I'm doing kind of bad. And not in the sense that I'm like not in the sense that I'm not on the right pace, because I've watched like 6 movies this month, which is a lot for me. Because there were months last year where I had 0 for the month. You know what I
Hmm.
mean? The problem is I'm not watching movies that are on my watch list. I'm just finding other things to watch. Or like I'm logging stuff that we're watching at work with like the students, one of which was The Cat in the Hat this week, which is not exactly like cinematic brilliance. But I logged it because we watched it and I
Hmm.
realized that I was a child when I first saw it. So like obviously I don't have a rating for it already. But
Hmm.
today I did crack into one that was on my watch list. So I'm making a more intentional effort to pull off my watch list going forward.
Good,
But
because
I
you
got
literally just
sidetracked
keep
for a minute.
adding to it. You're at
I
20 now.
know. Well, but I'm trying to give myself like a good chunk of like a good collection of things to pick from. Because not everything is available like for free on streaming or readily accessible or
Right.
whatever it may be. And I'm not trying to like pay and buy and rent a bunch of stuff. So if I just put a large collection or a big catalog on there, then I can look and see what's available and what's accessible to me and then like narrow it down that way.
That's a
That's
good
the
way to
plan.
do it. You said Past Lives is on there. Great film.
Mhm.
Really sad, but very great film. I
I
think
think
you.
I have Past Lives, and then 2 Paul Mescal films, which are After Sun and All of Us Strangers,
Hmm.
which I also have heard are like kind of emotionally devastating. So maybe this is the year of emotionally devastating movies for me.
We gotta line it up here, dude. We gotta give you some like.
That's why I watched The Cat in the Hat. We're good. It's about balance.
It's about balance. What do you watch the new Transformers movie? That was fun, I guess.
The animated one?
Yeah.
No,
Do you
girl.
like the Do you like the Transformers?
I don't know. I saw the first one and it was like okay. It was a
Like,
Michael Bay movie. There's a lots of explosions and lens
mhm.
flares. Like that's face value.
Yeah, that movie came out when I was a teenager, so you can expect
That
the
was a good
reasons why.
movie though back
Yeah,
then.
you
That
can
was a really
expect
really good movie.
amongst the teenage boys at my high school who saw that movie and liked it for a reason, particular reason.
I know that reason. Yeah. They all wanted to be Shia LaBeouf and they wanted to have Megan Fox or the Camaro, one of the
Yeah.
two. Maybe
Hmm.
both. I
Yeah,
kind of
I'm
wanted
not
the
a.
Camaro, like I'll be honest with you. That was a cool car.
I love Bumblebee. Bumblebee is my guy. I love Bumblebee.
Mhm.
My favorite character. Um, so I gave it 3 stars. I'm just not a big Transformers guy. It's just never been my favorite series. So
Yeah.
it was fine. It was fine. They just basically stole the like I put it in my review. They just stole the plot of X-Men First Class and put Transformers in it. That's basically what they did.
Was X-Men First Class the movie that somebody said David Lynch was watching on the plane one time, like really intently?
Ooh, I don't know.
It
I
was
don't know.
it
I
was an
didn't.
X-Men movie, but it just recently came out because like R.I.P. David Lynch. But somebody said that he was locked into a movie on the plane, and it was like an X-Men movie, but I don't remember which one it was. Hmm, let's see. Yeah, I don't know. It was a tweet, so I probably will never find it again. But R.I.P. David Lynch, a great filmmaker and a huge advocate of Laura Dern. So we have that in common.
Hmm. I watched Mulholland Drive last week
hmm
for the first time. Good movie.
I
Good
put that
movie.
on my watch list.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think you'd like it. It's like it's interesting. Interesting thing about that movie I was reading afterwards is that he intended story originally to be a TV show, and the TV show like wasn't going to get picked up for some reason, so he turned it into a movie, and so he had to rework the ending completely. But
Huh.
it's cool. That's great. Yeah, the ending is
All right.
is wild. Still don't understand it, but not you don't. You experience David Lynch movies, you do not understand them. So
All
that's
right.
the best way to put it. All right, we're over
That
an hour.
feels
We
really
gotta shut up
valid.
now. We gotta shut up now.
Well, you just made a really good point. I wasn't going to shut you up in the middle of it. That was well articulated. It was very eloquent of you.
Thank you.
But start
1
learning
degree.
Italian now. There you go. You have the brain cell. So, all right. You can follow us wherever you get your social media, including TikTok at OHOBCPod. We post highlights and clips as well as the full show, so you can get however much of us you would like to be exposed to. And if that's 0, don't come back. Get lost, scram. But if you like us and you've been with us for a while, we appreciate you, and we will see you next time.